Check.
Boom, 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 boom. Matthew, I c- why can't I hear you?
Because my headset was muted.
That is a reason. Yes.
You hear me now?
Oh yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now.
Good.
What's happening?
I was being the old Verizon guy,
Oh, can you hear me now?
who is
Can you hear me?
now defected to being the Sprint guy,
Who
the
is
Can you hear
now?
me now guy.
Yeah, who is now out of a job because there is no more Sprint. There is only T-Mobile.
Sprint by T-Mobile. T-Mobile by
Yes,
Sprint. Brought
yes.
to you
So
by
now,
Applebee's. I'm pretty sure
pretty much.
T-Mobile, Sprint, and Applebee's are now one company.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard for me to even debate that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds like where it's going.
Doesn't that sound like something that would be real?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Where are you in the game?
I am at free throw 11:51. Just missed a
Tell
free throw.
me 11:46. Well, 48, 48.
Okay. Dude, Daniel freaking Tice.
Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice.
48.
Thank you. Yeah, Tice. He's single-handedly carrying this bench. And this shell of a human
Oh,
being right here.
God.
Oh my God.
Lowry.
This is the game for me, Matt. This is
This,
the one that did it for me. This the one. This the one. I'm like, yep, I'm good.
I
This is the
maybe
one.
not ever be more upset being wrong about a player
Mm,
than I will be upset about how wrong I was about Lowry.
mm,
And like, who knows?
mm.
Maybe he does the whole change of scenery
Ugh.
thing. He goes to a team with a real point guard, and
Yeah.
he like turns into something even
Maybe.
if not great, like above average good.
Right. Maybe.
But this,
But
if
this,
this
dog,
is the end of his Bulls career, I will be so
Jesus.
upset about how wrong I was.
Jesus. Don't be upset. This isn't your fault. It's his fault.
Yeah.
We all had faith in him. We all put our faith in him. We know what we saw. We know, wow, look at that shirt on JJ Triple J. Oh my goodness. They need to get another shot of that. That dude like he going to prom. That boy is clean. Like he listened to some Silk Sonic. Yeah, he should be shamed. He should be ashamed of how he has played and the people he has let down, the people that were in his corner. Like Tyra Banks said, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
John,
Lowry?
who do you...
Yes.
Yeah, I hate him.
He should be ashamed. He should be ashamed, man. Like this is the game for me, John. This was it.
He,
this was,
he
like,
needs to write an apology note to everyone.
Everybody, I swear. I was like, I'm good. Like this is the game. Like for real. Watch it. I'm just like, nope. I'm all right. Like this is the one I quit.
He's not even trying.
It's so
He's
annoying.
faking it. He's going through the motions.
I'm so glad he's on the bench. Like, because it doesn't, it's not as magnified.
And
anymore.
like he had a couple of good games off the bench where you're like, oh, 15 points on 8 of 10. Even got some rebounds, even blocked a shot. Cool.
Yeah, great.
And then it's just like, nope.
Right.
Our guy Ricky O'Donnell had a tweet in the first half that was like, it took Daniel Tice all of 7 games to fully eclipse Lauri Markkanen. And I just responded with 7? Because I think it took him fewer than 7.
Yeah, for real. Like he has just completely replaced him. And
it's Daniel Tice.
And it's Daniel Tice, right?
It's not even like a guy who's like a starting power forward.
Starting in Boston. Like he's good.
Well, we got him for Luke Cornett. We got him for Luke Cornett.
I mean,
man.
we straight up stole him, and it's just because the Celtics wanted to get under the cap.
Yeah, that's it.
God, man.
What if NBA teams are so stupid?
We also did flip Mo Wagner for him too, not just Luke Cornett.
True. Gotta have. Yeah.
Those are all the same guy.
They are.
But it's but I mean, like Daniel Tice he's saving us right now.
Yeah, and that's
and he's like Lowry should not be outplayed by him.
I mean,
I should have put Tice 15 plus in my parlay tonight. I mean,
parlay back.
It made no sense to do that, but I should have.
Matt, the more you gamble, that's how you get nicknames like Parlay Peck. The more you gamble,
like Parlay Peck.
My parlay was dead on arrival as soon as Sato picked up his 4th foul 3 seconds into the second half.
Why do you can't put money on Sato, man?
Because I put money on Sato's stat line being the same every night.
5, 5, and 5.
Yes,
that's it. Okay,
I had 4+ rebounds and 4+ assists for Sato tonight.
That's fair.
And he has one of each because the dude just has been fouling and not doing shit. It serves me right because I was all like preaching Sato the other day.
Hey, man.
As soon as I want to believe in him financially, he wrecks me.
Hey, man. Everybody's got that one on this team, it seems like. Guys had Wendell Carter Jr. that way. We had Lowry that way. Sato's been that way. Kobe's been that way. Like, everybody's got that one guy who just we believe in. Daniel Gafford, like who we just believe in, and we're like, this is the one. This is the one who's going to do it. He's going to take it there, and then they just completely crap the bed.
Kobe's vision has been really bumming me out tonight. I saw that one tweet of yours, Dave, that just said point guard, point guard, point guard.
It went for both of them, for him and Sato. Just watching both, I was just like, can we please just all the focus in the offseason, all of it. Just on getting a point guard. That's it.
Ryan said, I want to be positive. I want to say we're going to win. I am preparing for the Bulls to find a new way to twist the knife.
Sound like a Bulls fan that's been watching this team for years. I understand.
I don't think I'll be able to handle. We have to win. This has to be over in regulation. I don't care what the outcome is.
You don't want.
I'm so sleepy.
That's a foul.
You don't want 100 miles an hour, John?
I don't think I could handle. I think I would die.
I saw it was a tough night for you boys in blue.
They're terrible.
They got worked by a freshly returned Embiid.
Yeah, Tom, come on,
dude, trade them all. Luka's
Oh,
I do not like any of them.
oh Lord.
I
I
do
like
not
Boban.
like
I like
Sam
Luka.
Am.
That's it. I do. Everyone else, if Thanos snapped him, you'd have to remind me. I would not know. I'd have to be told because I do not care about them so much.
Wait, we got a tech? Another tech?
Jesus, God damn
This
it.
one on
And
Donovan.
Tice, Donovan? Who? I don't know who that one was on.
Dude, NBA refs. Can we just
They're so sensitive.
Can we just do the NFL thing and get rid of them and bring in replacement refs? See if that gets better.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh yeah, it's Tice.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the third tech tonight.
Dude, you know what? Just go full Rodman and headbutt the guy.
Full Rodman. You never go full Rodman.
Dude.
That's never the play.
Always
Every time
go
he shoots
full
a three.
Rodman.
I don't think you can go
nice
full Rodman.
Pass.
Post Malice. That pass is amazing. God dang it. Tice is looking amazing.
I think that was Pete Up's first bucket since roughly 2004.
When he was 12.
When he was conceived.
When he had a little like soft, it wasn't even a Nerf hoop and a Nerf ball. It was like a little plush ball.
Not the plush ball. Oh. Dang, man. Who is that?
Conchar?
I don't even know who that is. Bro, I don't even know who that is.
Conchar.
I'm pretty sure he's best friends with Furkan Korkmaz.
Dude, Furkan Korkmaz is now.
Oh. Why is he the only one that knows how to do that?
Tice is unbelievable. Furkan Korkmaz he's now made the Ish Smith, all Ish Smith team of guys who kill your team. Everyone thinks they're amazing because they kill your team, but somehow they're not amazing.
Yeah. Ish Smith, every time we play Ish Smith.
Yeah, it's the Ish Smith team.
No foul?
Oh crap. Tice just jammed his hand. I hope he didn't dislocate.
Oh, Zach.
But he's our Wilt Chamberlain.
Ooh. I think over towards the bench.
Get him out of there.
I think Tice might have to have a finger popped back into place.
Ooh, that's never fun. And what? Yeah, Zach.
Chris, I see your comment about Pete Up. We will definitely talk about that after the game tonight. We got to do some Pete Up talking. I was calling somebody stupid for saying that he should take a seat the other night, and now I'm not.
You?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things, Dave, is calling people stupid.
It's like I never met you.
Pop that thing in and get Tice the F back out there.
That's one of my favorite songs. Oh, come on, man. Has Sato scored? I don't even think he scored.
He has 0 on 0 of 3. Oh, with the crossover. Wait. The dish.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
That's not a foul.
Take it. There you go.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't either, John. Bring it out.
That was a really good recovery by Memphis.
There you go. All right, pick and roll it to death. Now he's got Dylan Brooks on him. Feed him. Feed him. Thank you. Go to work.
Baseline. There you go. Easy. Come on.
Run that again. Run it every single time. Rebound. Ooh. Let's go.
Go.
Man.
Good D.
Hey, 2 points. There it is. There it is.
Way to go, Sato.
Way to go.
Thanks for showing up, my man.
Blue ribbon.
What's up, Keenan?
That's the equivalent. That's the equivalent of putting your chair, your coat on the back of the chair so the teacher thinks you're there.
Yes.
That's what that is right there.
Josh said Brandon Clark is good at basketball. Dude, he was like low key one of my favorite players in that draft class. When I watched him play at Gonzaga, I was like, dude, this kid is freaking good.
Who are we talking about?
Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, I like Brandon Clark. He's real good.
Strong, and
the Grizzlies are so good.
Yeah, they are. They're a fun team.
Would you switch teams? Would you switch rosters with the Grizzlies right now?
So I have John Morant. I do it. You give me John Morant and Triple J.
I think I'd do it.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. They
I
don't
do
even
that.
have Triple J this season. Like,
Right. They're still in the playoffs.
They'd be in the playoffs. Like they'd be a 4 seed if they're in the East. Like
I think you're right.
they're really good.
Like if they were healthy, and
yeah,
Jaren Jackson Jr.
they're
was
really good.
there, yeah, I probably would. Although with one stipulation, which is that we would have to kick Grayson Allen off the team.
Yeah, he sucks.
I like how like Amin was kind of sticking up for him a little bit earlier in tonight's broadcast. Like, he had some issues at Duke, dirty player. He got in a fight with Trae Young in summer league and all. He's like he's like cleaned that up a bit. It's less of a problem these days. And I have a feeling that Adam Amin, while he was saying that, to just be professional and nice, was thinking, yeah, fuck this guy. Because who doesn't?
That's how you sleep at night.
Who
right
doesn't
there.
talk about Grayson Allen while thinking, yeah, fuck this guy?
Yeah, that's the Matt Peck. This is how I sleep at night response right there. That's what he's thinking. I know it. That's exactly what he's thinking.
You can't name your kid like Grayson and be like he'll be all right,
and then send him to Duke.
Yeah, you can't with that face, and then go to Duke.
Then go to Duke. Yeah.
Chris said Jaren Jackson's super underrated too. You never hear him talked about. I mean, you don't hear him talked about this season because he's hurt. And exactly. when that news broke before the season even started, everyone was devastated. Like everyone in this league who follows this league, who's in this league, loves Jaren Jackson Jr.
See, Red Fred says he was the rookie of the year his year.
What year was that, John?
Whatever Luca's year was, I don't know, but he thought it was Jaren Jackson Jr. and then he got paid to talk about basketball on television minutes later, which he should have been disqualified after he said that. They should be like, all right, go home.
God, man, that was the first time I really wished you were somewhere where I knew you couldn't be. I really wished you were there with me to see that.
I was
just to watch John. You had never seen John lose it. Like
I had no clue what I was dealing with.
No, you'd only seen a little sprinkling.
I've seen like 280 character versions of it.
Yeah,
right.
And I thought it was cute. I thought it was done for. I thought there was something charming to it, and it was just irresponsible. The Tucker Carlson of Bulls fandom.
Dude, that's why I check him all the time.
Boy, it was so funny.
Did you see Callie too last game?
I did. Did you see him tonight?
No, what did he say?
As soon as the Knicks score went final, the Knicks beat the Lakers fairly easily. He was like, Knicks got the W over the brutal schedule, because that's what Fred was talking about last night, and how the Knicks are going to collapse. I love how Cowley has now taken it upon himself to join the fray of people who troll Fred on Twitter.
Yeah, it's really good to get dunking on Fred is always it's always good. Like if you're running for president, dunk on Fred, like you'll get points.
Right. This is a great trio of comments. Lakita said, should there be a missing persons report out for Lowry? Not that Matt said, nah, leave him where he's at. And then JR said Lowry's in the upside down. Does anyone have Winona Ryder's phone number? Can we figure out how to get to the upside down?
He's got to. Somebody find it. Oh my gosh, the spacing is horrible.
Yeah, that was real bad. That was not a good
terrible possession. Travel.
Yeah, looked like he shuffled his pivot step there. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. All right. What we doing?
Get a point guard. Whatever you do this summer.
So bad.
Get me a point guard.
Whatever you do.
There you go.
Nice pass.
Ooh.
No, you don't. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
What did I
get that beat up? There you go. Timeout.
There you go.
God, that Pete Up's so smart. He's so in control.
Woo.
It's amazing.
He called a foul? Wait, he called a foul?
Yeah, called a foul.
On Brooks?
Yep.
Wow.
Ooh, he's Rusty Wilden.
Wow.
He did put him in a chokehold.
He's going for the ball. Okay, you know what? Whatever.
Don't question it, Dave.
I'm not.
Just-
I'll shut up. You heard me, Matt. I chilled.
We finally got a call in our favor. Just go with it.
Come on. Take your time, Zach.
Oh!
Yes.
Thad freaking Young.
Dude, Thad Young.
Dip. He's going left. Good
He is
defense.
In a world of
Oh.
Pixar, he's a flip book. Like everything he does is like so dated. It just like
But
slow and
dude,
it works.
that little
it works.
up and under flip shot he had earlier tonight.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh, I ain't seen one of them in a minute.
Oh, shit. I thought that was about to go real bad.
Yeah, me too.
God, I love Jaw so much.
Yeah, man.
We could have had Jaw or Zion.
No, that's just a good foul.
Yeah, he went for the ball. That's a good foul.
That alley-oop that Jaw had in the first half. Oh, and the camera angle caught it perfectly.
Yeah.
The full cockback, head at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean that's gonna be maybe the top play on SportsCenter's top 10 tonight.
It was vicious, man.
I haven't
And it was
seen
the
any other
second one.
crazy stuff tonight, as far as NBA or MLB highlights or NHL or anything like that. But it's in the top 10 for sure.
Oh yeah,
That was,
no question.
Whew.
That was vicious.
And like,
Vicious.
it's crazy because that made Zach's dunk from a few minutes earlier look like, and that Zach dunk was monstrous.
Yeah,
that's such a John Morant makes Zach LaVine look pedestrian,
right? Yeah,
in his dunks, and that's crazy. Like John has to do a dunk contest, like has to,
right?
Has to.
But like LeBron never did though.
No,
he didn't.
But
and I'm still upset about that.
Yeah, and I think people are upset with him for it, and rightfully so. But Ja is not LeBron. Like it got to a certain point where LeBron's like, I'm bigger than this, and everybody was like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
Ja's not bigger than the dunk contest. He wasn't as a rookie. He's not as a second-year player. Like,
it's fun. I'm not even mad at that point. I'm more upset at him saying that he was going to do it, and then next year saying, nah. Like he on camera, like, you know what? I'm doing this, man. Yo, I'm coming out. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm be there next season. This is gonna be me. I'm in, man. I'm in. And I'm like, yeah, great. All right, LeBron, fine. Let's go be the one.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, no. Like, that's the only issue I got with it.
It's like some of those friends you have that are totally like, oh yeah, I'll totally be there at that thing, or oh yeah, I'll totally help you move, and then that day comes and you're like, yo, you're still game, right? They're like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I got some stuff I got to do.
Right. Oh, you said Saturday? Oh,
I'm waxing my poodle on Saturday.
I can't miss the poodle wax.
That sounded so much worse than you meant it to be.
Yeah. That's why I said it twice.
It's a line from an Adam Sandler song.
I just realized.
C-Dub said no one's bigger than the dunk contest. I disagree. I think
everyone
the way that the dunk contest has trended.
I don't need it.
That was a good look.
It was.
Damn it.
Defense.
Oh,
and
nope.
No.
Defense.
And no.
Bueller.
You know, it really hurt me in the game when the possession where Vooch got the and one, and the Bulls got a technical foul on Valanciunas, and they missed the technical foul, and the free throw.
Yep.
And then the Grizzlies went on a 5-0 run immediately.
Yeah, that was brutal. And you could see that there was a close-up on Vooch as he was going through his free throw motion, and the whistle like freaked him out. You know how NBA players don't like when refs interrupt their free throw shooting motion, whatever it is, whatever prep, spins, dribbles, whatever. You saw him get like spooked by the ref's whistle for the tech.
You're right.
And then Zach steps up and misses the tech. And then I swear, Vooch would have made that free throw if it were in the rhythm of just a normal bucket and an and one. But because it was separated like that, it messed him up.
Ooh. It's like ice in the kicker.
Yes, exactly.
Rhythm of the night. Can it be on the rhythm of the night? Gustavo says, "What are you doing on Saturday?"
Not helping you move, Gustavo.
Oh, you're moving?
Actually,
I'm still.
I have no idea. I'm guessing. But you know what? If you needed an extra pair of hands, I'd haul some boxes for you, Gustavo. You're that type of dude.
You know what? You're right, actually.
Gustavo, my condolences. Moving sucks.
It's not fun.
And then I'm going to have you help me when I move in a month and change.
Into the condo.
Dude, I had my inspection today.
Okay. So how's it looking?
Good. You know,
looking good.
Couple minor nicks and bruises, but nothing too alarming as far as inspections go.
Okay.
Nothing to cause a halt in the forward progress.
Like it's moving forward.
Oh,
rebound. Wait, they called a foul?
Yeah, I think he got pushed on the initial shot, and then I think maybe they called a makeup call on the offensive rebound. Because Troy Brown's doing the best he can, but he clearly gives him a little push.
Yeah, he gave him one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried to get Tice to come, but he didn't come. He's right. He did. I love how Troy Brown Jr. plays, man. His IQ is really good on both ends. He just needs some other players with him. Valanciunas. Didn't he have like 30 and 20 last game? Am I right about that?
Yeah, he had a monster game.
Wow. He's good. Good for him.
That boy good.
Good for him. And he's got a ring, don't he? With
Toronto, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Swing.
Who?
Swing. Oh. Kobe!
Wait, who has a ring?
Valanciunas.
Because he started, but he wasn't there for the championship team. He wasn't.
He got traded mid-season.
Yeah, so you get one because they're there at the beginning.
Yeah, you get a ring. He played like half the season. You get a ring.
Marcus Gasol finished with them, right?
Yeah, he shouldn't. Yeah. You shouldn't get a ring.
Why shouldn't you?
He didn't play a single. He was on the team in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you helped contribute to your team even getting there to that point because you played half the season. That counts.
Oh man, that feels
Still
weird.
Counts.
Yeah, I think it's like, can't say, hey man, like you were good enough for us to get the good player that got us the.
Yeah, but you can't say like with definite that without me being there, y'all wouldn't have won.
That's true because there's no
y'all to that point
because it's an award for the whole season, so I get it.
Right.
It just feels like the playoffs are so separate now.
Yeah. Should it be a limit on games? Would you be okay with that? Like you have to play like 20.
No, I'm actually cool with everyone. It just feels weird. It just I wouldn't wear it. You know what I mean? like I don't want to put limit on the players getting.
John, are you kidding me? You love putting new rules and limits on the NBA. That's
on the NBA, not the players.
If there is a job that I would make you do because you'd be perfect for it, it would be making rules about the NBA.
Not the players. I don't want to hurt the players. I said I want to make it on the NBA. No, the NBA is trash.
Dude, I call bullshit because just the other day you were bitching about buyouts and you wanted to do a buyout rule.
And I said it should be because it's benefiting teams. I said every team should get 2. That's all I said.
But doesn't restricting those rules also then restrict players who want their buyouts?
I guess there's some restrictions, but I'm not saying like you shouldn't not get bought out.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not like if I was the anti-player, I'd be like all buyouts are bad.
What a play!
So you're saying, hey, the player has no restrictions on getting their buyout, but there are restrictions on what teams they could go to.
If you waste it, yeah, I'm saying like I can go. It's a free country. I can't go to like Area 51 and walk around. I still have some freedom. God, he stares at the bench. Oh, that was his bench. 10 points. God dang it.
What they call double dribble.
Wow.
You got tripped. Are you kidding me?
You rarely see that.
That called all season.
I don't think they even was a double dribble.
Let me see. Oh my gosh.
God, Vooch, what are you doing there, buddy? Well, guys.
0 for 9 from downtown this
0 for
quarter.
9 in the quarter.
Oh my God!
Oh, that shirt.
I mean, look at that.
I can't get over it, man.
Well, for a while there in the third quarter, I was a little worried about the fact that I put money on the Grizzlies tonight, but turns out I was right.
Parlay pack, baby.
Parlay
pack, dude. I freaking love parlay pack.
No, my parlay busted because Sada's a useless piece of shit. But my separate bet of Grizzlies -2 looking pretty good.
Looking nice. Oh, John, I got it. Valanciunas looks like Sami Zayn.
He does. He looks like Samuel Zayn.
I just noticed it.
I saw somebody on Twitter said he looks like a dude who works at a bourbon distillery wearing flannel every day. And I was like, yep,
he does.
Totally.
Sounds about right.
He looks like he has a
AKA he looks like Shane Reardon.
Yeah, he does look like Shane Reardon. Oh my God.
Yo, that's true.
That's just so depressing.
Yeah, it sucks.
So how many wins in the Vooch era? 4? 3?
3.
That's 3. 3.
This will be 3 and 7.
Mm-hmm. This team queuing Evan said this team queuing up the mic now for the review. My goodness. I can't do it with this team anymore. Guys, we gotta talk about
think that's fair. I think that's fair.
What? You can't do it with this team anymore?
Yeah. I understand frustration. Like this is these should be gimmies. We lost to the Timberwolves.
That was less excusable than that. I mean, like the Grizzlies are a good team. They're an above 500 team in the West. We are not that. We are a somewhere between 7 and 10 games under 500 team in the East.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just insane. The Grizzlies won't even maybe get in the play-in tournament, and they'll have a winning record.
What are they like? The 8th seed right now?
No, they're 10th or 11th.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, let's see. I think they're it's them, the Spurs, and the Warriors.
Oh, no, they the 8th seed, bro. They the 8th seed.
They're the 8th seed? Holy shit!
Mm-hmm. 2 games behind your Magic. I mean your Maverick. Excuse me.
I'm also a big Magic guy now.
Well, you got to go follow the team that your favorite player Wendell plays for.
So the Spurs, I love Wendell. The Spurs are half the game behind them. Yeah.
Oh. Well, he loved going.
Wow,
left.
What the hell was that?
Oh,
he's
man, these refs, man. I'm telling you, it's these refs, man.
Stefan said Lowry and Kobe have been unplayable. SMH. Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Ugh, yeah. All right, let's see.
Patrick, dude, you're not paying attention to Zach on the defensive end. His defense has been so much better. He had really solid defensive possessions tonight.
He did.
Your other stuff about a pure score, not consistent. I mean, I'm sorry. His scoring has come down a little bit since Vooch got here, but he's still averaging 27 a game. Don't talk to me about not consistent.
Yeah.
Turnovers, they're always an issue with Zach.
All day long. Yep. We can definitely discuss that.
Dude, his defense is immeasurably better than it was last season. And you can't take away the effort that dude has put in to that part of his game. That's just disrespectful.
He's not the problem.
No, he's not.
It's like we're smoking 8 packs a day, and then we're like, oh, I guess I could take some vitamin D. Kobe,
to say that Zach is this team's problem is wildly inaccurate.
Very true. I don't even show this dude.
Look at these scrubs he plays with.
I don't even want to see him.
Oh, God, Lowry. Ooh, look at this. 0.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 0 of 3 from the field in 16 minutes.
Did y'all see that? Hey man, John Morant. Hey man, that dude's an alien. You know, you see, he put it behind his back and dunked it just for no reason. Yeah, Kobe, stay out there. Take some more shots. Stay out there. Bro.
How about maybe pass some basketballs into some hanging tires? I mean,
nah, that's not gonna help.
Good God.
No, I need scoring. Like, just focus on what you do best. Score.
That's fair enough. That's just wasted time having Kobe do passing drills.
Off season. Yeah, off season. Worry about that in the off season.
That's it. 101-90. The Bulls lose again. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Monday night. We are the Bulls Outcasts. This is a stretch 4. Matt, Big Dave, and John. Just as a reminder, if you want to join the conversation with us, hit that hot mic button for a small donation to us, the hosts, and you could be right here with us on screen, giving us your thoughts about tonight's game. And as always, tips are welcome and appreciated. Gentlemen, like I said, I put money on the Grizzlies tonight. Until this Bulls team shows me that they can win games against even mediocre opponents, I'm not going to believe that they will. As even after the trade, you're hoping that in these games, they're using the games as time to gel instead of actually having practices, because that's just like not a luxury that NBA teams have with this ridiculous season schedule that they're going through. But I mean, outside of Zach, Vooch, Thad, and Tice, credit to Tice, who had a monster game off the bench, there's just a lot of, I saw somebody in the comments say just dead space on this team. Just like not useful enough pieces. John, what was the biggest thing you saw for this loss tonight? Obviously, the late run by the Grizzlies was something that we've seen play out many times.
It was so easy of them. But I have a question for you, Matt. When you picked the Grizzlies, how long did it take for you to make that decision? Did you go back and forth, or you just like, they're so bad? Was it a quick?
I mean, I thought about last night how I was going to bet tonight's game, and I was like, okay, bounce back win. You should have beaten that team. You should be pissed off that you lost to Minnesota. So come out angry, come out focused, harness that energy and aggression from being mad about losing to that dog shit team, and beat this team that's decent but certainly beatable.
Love that.
And,
okay,
and that's what I thought last night after I was stewing in the anger from that loss. And then around 4 or 5 o'clock today, I was like, all right, what are my bets for the night? And I was like, Bulls on the second night of back-to-back, tail end of a brutal road trip. This team has not shown the fortitude. No, I'm taking the Grizzlies.
It's because you're smart. You're a smart man. The thing that stuck out to me is how Kobe and Lowry are just nothing to me. And we just need one of them to be kind of something between the two of them, and they've turned into nothing. And I think that has been the hardest part for me recently. It's like, maybe these guys are just like empty calories.
Combined 2 of 11 for 6 points.
Oh my God, not even 3-11.
And those 2 and 6 points came from one person.
So, yeah, all from Kobe.
Which is not good. They're supposed to be. That's just not good. And they play a lot of minutes. That's the thing. They play a lot. They take up a lot of real estate, especially Kobe. And so that's the thing that stuck out. I mean, Tice seems nice. Vooch is fine. Zach is fine. But until you get a point guard, until you have more firepower, these mediocre teams can bully you.
Yeah. And Vooch did have a tough night tonight, Dave. Only 7 of 19 from the field. He rebounded a little bit and was able to knock down some threes. But for whatever reason, the bunnies, the interior presence of Vooch's scoring and his offensive game, he was just missing a lot of stuff that usually we as Bulls fans have already come to expect to be automatic for Vooch. So, maybe he just laced up his shoes tonight wrong or something. But if Vooch isn't giving you his best, we are clearly the same team we were before he arrived, which was not very good.
No, very true. And I believe he was 3 of 12 going into halftime.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attribute a lot of that to it being a back-to-back and the fact that he was going against Valanciunas, who was giving him the business early and often. So that's going to change the game a little bit. In the third quarter, he had he scored 10 points in the third quarter. So he scored a lot of his points coming out that second half, finding out what works and what doesn't. He said, okay, he's not going to come out and guard this 3-point shot. I'm going to shoot more threes. And that's how he got his buckets, and that's how he got his points. And I appreciate that. Like, he saw what didn't work and he changed it, and he tried to help the team that way. So yeah, that's good. That's what good players are supposed to do. But it was just an off night all around for him. And I definitely, like I said, I'm attributing that to Valanciunas, man. I don't want to take anything away from him because he was working everybody right. And he was playing very well, man. And you saw what having a really excellent point guard can do for your team. Not just the scoring, but just the vision, the court vision that John Morant has, the passes that he makes, how he gets everybody set and everybody trusts him. Like, he made it easy for guys out there because it's not like these are world beaters they got Grayson Allen, for God's sakes. And you know, Dylan Brooks is cool, you know, and Clark is cool. You know, they all right. You know what I mean? But you have an elite point guard who makes everything easier and better for you. The Bulls, we ain't got that. And it's going to drive me crazy until we get one. And I'm looking at Sato and looking at Kobe. You know, if you could combine them, you would have a pretty good point guard if you could put both of their skills together. But
add
we
Kobe's
haven't
scoring
reached that
threat
point
to
yet.
Sato, or Sato's passing to Kobe's game.
Right, correct. And that vision, it'd be great, but we haven't, you know, come that far in science yet. So we can't do that. And we'll worry about that next year. But
splice people together, unfortunately.
But man, dude, it's unfortunate to watch.
John,
really
there's a great comment here from Captain Stuckey going back to your point about Kobe and Lowry and the feeling like they're just giving you nothing and you feel nothing when you think of them and watch them. Captain Stuckey said, Kobe's trying too hard. Lowry not trying hard enough. I agree. That is the best, simplest way that I've heard anybody put it when we're trying to break down what these Bulls players are doing. Because Kobe, with the over dribbling and then, you know, the kick out in the corner tonight where he got called for the offensive foul on a shot that he made. And she's like, dude, if you just go up and make that shot, you're good.
You're good.
And she's like, he's trying to do advanced calculus, and it's like, Kobe, just go ball, man. And then Lowry, it's like, hey, Lowry, did you know that there was school today?
Yes,
like, dude, I thought it was a 3-day weekend.
100%. They are both guys you don't want on a group project. One guy doesn't show up and takes all the credit, and one guy thinks he's the leader and he doesn't understand the assignment. Like, and you're just like, how did I get paired up with these guys? Like, my grade's connected to you, and that's like it's just like if you just do less, do more, just a little bit. That's it.
Yeah.
And so that I love the way to Captain Stuckey. That's a great way to describe them both. Truly.
Colin adding to that saying, Kobe in the lane is like a child trying to walk across 4 lanes of traffic without a crosswalk. I mean, I did see some Kobe moments tonight where the Bulls had opportunities to get out in transition and even on the fast break a little bit. And like there was one where he had Vooch wide open and he missed him. There was one where Troy Brown Jr. was sprinting way ahead of everybody else, wide open underneath the basket. Kobe, like, you know, passed it to Denzel in the corner instead. And I was like, well, that's just about the silliest decision you could make. But, you know, it goes back to what you have been harping on tonight and all season long, Dave, the point guard thing, and Kobe and Sato, and the fact that neither of them are good enough at this position. So, unfortunately, as Bulls fans, I think we just kind of have to patiently, as best we can, play the waiting game a little bit more until we see how they address that position in the offseason. Because you know that they will. They didn't address it in the draft when we thought they might, whether it would have been Killian Hayes or Halliburton or, you know, maybe trading up to get, LaMelo. Didn't happen. And they didn't address it at the trade deadline. So, you know, with like AK and Eversley, everything that they have said to me checks out. Logically, what they've done checks out. The fact that they have made it known that they need to address that position, I believe and trust in the fact that they will address that position. And the fact that they haven't yet means it hasn't been what they've wanted yet. Because that is not a position that you could just settle with and settle for.
Right. It's the quarterback position.
Right.
Period. That's what it is. It's the quarterback position. And I understood why they didn't do it in the draft. They didn't know what Kobe White was yet. They were like, well, let's give him a shot and see what he can do, which I completely understand. It's his second year in the NBA. Yeah, okay, I understand. Give him a shot. We'll see. And then they took Dotson, I think, in the second round, you know, and stuff like that. But at the trade deadline, you know, they tried to get it. And all the reports, at least that I read, I'm sure you read some too, that said Griffin just wanted way too much for what he wanted for Lonzo Ball. So that's why that trade didn't happen like that. So I know that it was AK and everything tried to address it. And they tried to get that point guard in here because they understand it's what's needed. But it's just extra glaring, when you're watching it these past 10 games. Because after teams get acclimated to what Vooch can do and what Zach does, then who's the third person? And for a second, it was Satoransky for a second. Because remember, he was averaging 14, 13, and 7. And we were like, okay, all right, you give me that every night or something close to that, we're gonna be fine. And then teams like, oh yeah, you're talking about Satoransky. Okay, I got you. All right, cool. So, and then Kobe White, they were like, oh yeah, we know what you do best. You like to score, so we can take that away because you're not a great dribbler and you don't have great vision. So we can take that away too. So they just took away the things that they like to do. And this is the result that you're getting. You're getting Kobe with 6, 2, and 2, and you're getting Sato with 2, 1, and 2.
God,
and
binary. His line is binary code. When your line is binary, right. It's bad.
Right.
What
if a computer can understand it,
myself into.
It's like if you're like, oh, computer's like, no, I got it. No caption needed. No caption needed. I understand.
I'm saying, man, dude, 2 points, and man, that's frustrating. Honestly, man, you 1 to 5.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that's frustrating, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you know that Kobe's strong, I need you. Like, I really do need you. And I need you to play. And I need you to be better. So even if you don't score, like Matt loves him for the facilitating. So even if you don't score, let's do what you do best. And that's where the struggle and the hurt comes in. Because Kobe's not excelling at what he's supposed to do best. And Sato's not excelling at what he's supposed to do best.
I don't understand how you have Vooch and Zach on this team. And you're starting with them and you get 2 assists.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
great point.
Pretty remarkable.
Yeah. That's an excellent point.
Speaking of starting with those guys, gentlemen, wanted to shift to P-Dub. I know we talked about him a bit last night, the fact that he appears to be slumping recently. Maybe it's a second phase of a rookie wall. Once again tonight, not aggressive. 1 of 3 from the floor. And that one bucket that came in the second half was just on a backdoor baseline cut. And it was his first points in, I think, 7 quarters of basketball. And I saw some people talking about, hey, if and when Garrett Temple is actually ready to go after this long absence from his hamstring, do you consider starting him and rolling with the lineup of maybe like 3 guards with Levine, Sato, Temple, Thad, and Vooch, and maybe try to gain P-Dub some confidence coming off the bench? But then that also, the follow-up question to that is, well, how many minutes are you going to go back to play in Temple, and how many minutes of P-Dubs are you going to cut? Because if you're now sending P-Dub to the bench, and you got Kobe on the bench, and Lowry on the bench, and Tice on the bench, and Troy Brown on the bench, minutes to go around. How does Donovan handle that? What would you do, John?
I think nothing's too sacred to try. And if he's a big dude, if he starts bullying up against second units, and then that helps him get more aggressive because he's not going against the Kawhi Leonards. He's not guarding the best player in the planet every game.
Right.
I'm all for that. Not that Garrett Temple. The thing is, the argument against it is if you're ever making a starting lineup move to benefit the more talented player, like we're not doing it because Garrett Temple's earned it. Like,
right.
And we're just like, well, he's around. And then if to me, that's not a good enough reason. Like if someone earns it, I'm all for it. But like, it's not like Garrett Temple is showing us that he needs to start like Thad was, for a minute. Like,
but you're saying if the most important player, it benefits them. I assume you're talking about as far as the Bulls and their future in this conversation, P-Dub is a more important player than Garrett Temple is.
Yes, but I'm also saying if the other guy is like, if it's not to even because like I want my best players starting. That's I guess what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, and so I understand the argument against it, but I'm also like, try anything. He's in a funk, switch it up. Like let him gain. Like, so I'm for it generally, but I'm also like not dying on the hill because it's like Garrett Temple.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dave?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've said it at the start of the season. Y'all heard me. Like the only person who needs to start was Zach LaVine. Well, now the only person who needs to start is Zach LaVine and Vooch. That's it. Everybody else is fine. Switch them out. Let's see it. Play around. do their thing. And see Colin saying, let Billy cook, right, Dave? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let him cook. Yeah, that didn't change. Let that man cook. You know what I'm saying? And how about some better ingredients too? Maybe your meal will taste better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that would help also. But yeah, let them cook. Let them figure it out. Let's see. Try it out. Throw these things out there. It should be fluid. It should just really be fluid. Only two people have to start, and that's Zach and that's Vooch. Everybody else can be replaced. Remember, we thought Lowry had to start. We thought Wendell had to start. We thought Kobe had to start. Everybody can get a shot at this.
I never thought.
It doesn't matter.
I never thought that.
We understand that. Yeah. Yes.
The cowardly Lowry says, "What about Young to the bench, P. Will to the 4, and then either Temple or Brown to the 3? Then ... Lowry takes Felicia's spot on the bench." Okay, so this is interesting, and I've seen some people propose this idea. I don't love that because I really do love Thad and Vooch in the front court together to start these games. I think it's the best option that Billy has. However, what we saw for a good near 6 minutes to start the second half after Sato picked up his quick fourth foul is something that I would like Billy to explore further, which was Zach basically running the point, Troy Brown Jr., P-Dub, Thad, and Vooch. I actually really liked that 5-man lineup. I feel like we hadn't seen it for any extended portion since these trades. And yes, we know that Zach is not a true point guard, whatever. But I thought that group played some pretty good minutes.
Yeah, they did. They looked good out there. I thought they were solid defensively also. I thought the Bulls were okay defensively tonight. Like, they didn't make me go crazy. But,
right.
Valanciunas was just Valanciunas. You know what I mean? And John Morant is just John Morant. Like, that's fine. That I can live with stars being stars and good players being good players. But it's the guy, when Ricky Rubio kills you, that's when you get angry. You know what I mean? That's when you get upset, stuff like that. But, just stars being stars, it happens like that. I mean, they gave up 101 points, tonight. And, that was off a flurry towards the end. So, but yeah, man, what you just said, yes, that lineup, fine. Try it, work it. Let's see. And if it looks comfortable and it feels good,
yeah,
great.
Captain Stuckey has a great point. I'm at the point where I'm good with rock, paper, scissors determines the starters 1, 3, and 4. Draw straws. Chore wheel. Do a chore wheel.
Straight up. The first one to practice. The first 5 to practice. That's what we're going to start tonight.
Here's a fun question to wrap up, gents. Ryan says, how many of our 21-22 season starters are on this roster right now? 3? 4?
2.
So I would say minimum 2, Zach and Vooch. Maximum 4 if you add Thad and P-Dub.
3.
Yeah, P-Dub for sure will be here.
Obviously. The only position we know will be different starting than what it is now is our starting point guard next season. Better fucking not be Sato or Kobe White.
You have to
see it. You have to. It's got to be the change. And I'm excited to see it happen.
And you can get point guards out there. There are point guards out there. Like,
yeah, there's solid point guards out there. Isaiah Thomas was just chilling.
He'd start.
He's just chilling.
No,
he start. Yeah. He'd start for us. You're right. He would. Oh my God, he would. Yeah, you're absolutely right, John. Yes, he sure would. Isaiah Thomas would start right now for us. Yes, he would. Absolutely right.
Chris said, when does some of the blame go on Billy? We've already talked about Billy's rotations. We're already putting some of, maybe not the word blame, but some of the questions on Billy. We've talked about his rotation, especially a lot after the Atlanta loss, when we didn't like what we saw on the floor to end that game. Look, when your team's 22-31, there's lots of blame to go around. But most of my focus, as it was at the beginning of this season, is on next season.
Yeah.
So y'all just need to chill out a little bit, okay?
And it's a
weird
season.
I can't believe we're not the 4th seed already. What did we do these trades for?
We have
some of the most fucking patient people on the planet. I could have sworn we'd be ahead of Philly by now. We've played 10 games with the new roster.
Right. How come they haven't figured it out? Of course they haven't had a practice.
Donovan sucks.
We've had
what did we do?
20 years of Gar Pax. How is it not fixed in 4 months?
I saw somebody tweet that today. Like, I don't know, man. I think I'm out on Carter Shovis and Eversley, guys. I think I'm out on them. Season isn't even over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in the middle of the season, yo. Like,
guys,
wow.
we have been eating garbage our entire life. We've had like 2 weeks of celery, and we're like, nah, no, I see no changes. like you gotta.
I'm gonna go back to the dumpster and see what I find.
It's not the celery's fault, man. Like, you just started.
I should have a 6-pack. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
2 straight weeks. I should have it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, y'all.
Billy's getting some blame. You don't think he's getting some blame? Right. We had the same amount of wins as last year.
Right. Yeah. Of course he is.
Yeah, he gets some blame. Yes, but relax.
Yeah.
Like, just chill. You see the deficiencies. You see it, and they're not deficiencies. And that's the difference between this and last year. It's not deficiencies just on the court or off the court. You know what I mean? It was combined these last few years. Now we're just like, no, the only deficiencies we got to worry about is what's on the court. So let's change those, and then we'll be all right and move forward. That's the big difference, guys. So just relax. Just let the dudes keep cooking.
Just relax. Take the night, sleep on it. Enjoy a night with no Bulls tomorrow. And then, hey, good news. We get to play Wendell in Orlando on Wednesday.
Oh, so Bulls Twitter going to be on fire.
There's going to be a nostalgic reunion involved.
You see?
We're going to watch
he scored 6 points in the first quarter. You see?
We're going to watch our former starting center maybe get a double-double, maybe not. We'll see.
He will have 11 and 8, and it'll be treated as if he is a chemo. He'll get 11 and 8, and like people will sincerely be like, oh, "Huge mistake." Like, I swear it's gonna happen. He will not even get. He'll get close to a double.
Right,
and it'll be treated as if he had a 2020 game.
Revenge game. It's coming. The Wendell revenge game. Whatever. I look forward to Vooch dropping 35 and 15. Yeah, let's watch that instead.
For real.
All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Have a great Tuesday and a great Wednesday. We will see you back here on Hot Mic Wednesday night for Bulls and Orlando. Just a reminder, as always, if you miss these episodes live, find the BAWL on Bulls podcast feed wherever you get your podcasts. Find the BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel for these archived video episodes. For Big Dave and John, I'm Matt. Love you, Bulls Nation.